Good afternoon. Welcome to Autism Beyond Labels. I am IEP Coach, where I bring you not only what's the sped news, I keep you up on things that you do not want to read because you don't have time to. So listen, parents, if you have a child that has autism, any type of disability does not matter, and they receive Medicaid. If you have elder family that receive Medicaid, you want to listen up, right? So as you know, Louisiana Health Department is set to lose $86 million. And I guess you're going to say, that doesn't bother me. I don't have anything to do with that, right? Well, upon this $86 million fund could deeply impact children waivers. So if your children is on a waiver known as a NOW waiver, they're on the children waiver where you get to stay at home and get paid to take care of them, then guess what? They will be affected. Medicaid, ABA service, and more. When you think about your children waiver where disability could be delayed or cut, families on waiting lists for Medicaid waivers like NOW, RO, and Children Choice will experience longer wait time or exalt approval. So think about if you have a child that's on the child waiver or you on the list to get help, you're not going to get it that. Children with autism or severe disabilities may not get access to respite care, personal assistance, home modification, and increase in the stress and burnt out of parents and caregivers. Let's talk everyone's favorite topic. ABA therapy may be reduced or rejected. ABA therapy is often funded through Medicaid. Cuts could limit availability, reduce approved hours, or stop coverage altogether. What's going to impact when ABA leaves? It is a crucial window for children and parents learning to communicate, reduce behavior, and build life skills. The Medicaid will be tight, right? So it's like their enrollment. So if you currently know someone that's having a baby, if you know for low-income families, they may have access to essential services like occupational therapy, speech, behavior services, and any other Medicaid service that they're paying for. You have to ask yourself as a parent, am I prepared to pay out of pocket $275 for 30 minutes of ABA service? Early intervention service such as WIC support, all of that breastfeeding support, development screening may be defunded. Now what this means, parents, if you suspect that your child has a diagnosis of autism, if you suspect that your child has a disability, under the early intervention, that will be cut. Family going to miss out on early warning signs for development delay, and not only to help them during the crisis stages. Workforce shortage, right? People are going to be laid off. People are going to be laid off in the Medicaid office. So that means like your mom, your grandmother who are working in those jobs, their jobs up. Parents will have to struggle to find local support who take Medicaid, especially in the rural communities. And when you think about the rural areas, that'll be St. John the Baptist Parish, St. James, St. Charles, Ascension, anywhere that is considered a rural area, Baton Rouge, rural areas. All of that's going to be a cut. Also, school aid services. So if your child has Medicaid and they're in school and they receive their individual education program, which is my department, an IEP, we all know that they're about to defund the IEP. But under there, that means like if you have an RBT, that's with your child. If you have school therapists or aides that is paid by Medicaid, if they have OT, all of that will be cut under this budget. Financial burden for families. Parents, are you prepared to pay out of pocket if this happens? Are you in a financial position to say, you know what, I could consider paying for this, but will you have to make a choice between therapy, bill, or leaving the child with no care at all? So, what can parents do? Let's talk about how ABA services and Medicaid was crucial in the budget in 2024, in August 2024. August 2024, the state of Louisiana totaled $332.4 million that they paid out across all parishes for children to receive services as behavior health, ABA, speech, OT, all of these therapies, right? Now, last year, with a crucial cut of $55 million. So if you don't know, and if you haven't been paying attention, I don't care how much you're switching your children Medicaid, plans such like Blue Cross, Aetna, a lot of Humana, a lot of these Medicaid insurance, they're not taking ABA, and they have nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. They're not taking it, right? So there's some places that started, and a lot of people are really going private pay. Again, can you afford to pay $275 for your child per day? Also, now, parents, what can you do? This is where I come in. This is where I give you the solution and don't want you to panic and get over dramatic, because ain't nobody got time for that, in which they don't do nothing. Crying on the app ain't gonna do nothing. What you can do is call your local or visit your legislation office at the Louisiana House of Senate. Who did you put in place? Now, what you can do is share your child's real story. How Medicaid waivers or ABA therapies are effective for your children when you call. Also, you can find out your state representative. You can start asking your local parishes and your Department of Human Services in your parishes, what are they doing? Now to tell you join advocacy programs, and I tell you be mindful of people when you hear places like Family Helping Family, Louisiana Development Disability Council, and the ARC of Louisiana. IEP coach Renata, why you tell them that? Because these organizations get paid by the state to harm the kids. So be mindful of the tricky words that they're going to do. You need to start your game plan, because if you're thinking that this is not coming, it's moving, it's happening. So parents, a lot of your children are going to be denied. Also, you have to document everything. Keep every denial letter from the individual education program, from the IEP team, because they're going to be denying. So if you're coming into 2025-2026 school year, get ready for the speech denial, the OT denial, the ABA denial, the RBT. All of your children's services will be denied, because that is going to be a crucial cut when they reduce that part of Medicaid. Parents, you have to show up to the budget meeting and hearing the change in the game. If you're not facing there, bring your kids, bring photos, bring your voice. You can't talk about change and what you want in April is Autism Awareness Month, and you sitting home on the couch and you're posting a picture. If you're not showing up effectively, what are you doing? Because when this cut happens, it's going to happen. And this cut is going to affect a lot of parents. So when you think about the rural community right now, and don't think about it just for your children, think about the elders. Some of you may have parents that are on the Now Choice Waiver. This is going to be affected. Are you prepared to take care of your mother full time, or your daddy loved one full time, or your son full time? Because a lot of you got your life back, because some of you have 24-hour caregivers living in their home while you live in your life. All of this is going to be affected on this $86 million cut. So I'm doing my part. I know y'all not going to read the jargon because you don't care about it. I get it. But I need you to be proactive instead of reactive. Because when it come down and you're feeling that no one told you, remember 4/8/2025, IEP coach told you this coming. So you need to find out a backup plan. Also, how to find out a backup plan. Look for these nonprofits. Everyone want to be a nonprofit, right? Many of these nonprofits get paid by state. They have organization that funds a lot of programs. Start looking for alternative on how you can keep your children in behavior counseling, therapists, because a lot of things you're going to be paying for out your pocket. And I get it. SSI and Social Security only pay for so much. You're going to have to choose between taking care of your loved one, getting them what they need, denying what they need, or paying your bills. And this is where it's coming, because this cut is coming. So that's the latest on what's a SPED, because again, when individual education programs come up and services related to Medicaid, I inform parents on what's going on. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe, like, and share. You guys have a good night.